So yeah, we just did the trade-off to secure the children's freedom. We had to sacrifice Ruben's prized possessions, which he's not gonna be happy about. But I really didn't see another choice, because there isn't one, really. Kept the promise, but the consequences are difficult for me to bear, as Ruben left with only a goodbye note as an explanation. I saved him only to crush his feelings so hard that he felt he had to escape. I told you the day you decide to take the manuscript would be the last day you'd ever see me, and I meant it. I couldn't live with myself, thinking that I had taken any part in it. I couldn't live with myself thinking that I had taken any part of it. I'm writing this letter so you know I understand your decision, even though I strongly disagree with it. You're risking a lot to save me. You risked a lot to save me, and I understand that you would do the same for others. I will always be grateful for your help, and truly hope that you'll be able to save those children, and the sacrifice you had to make won't be wasted. So, yeah, bit mixed feelings. He's understands why she did it, because essentially that was the reason they did everything. But yeah. Okay, so we're ready to leave. So we're waiting for her to come back before we escape. Someone will be able to track down the things we couldn't protect and bring them back where they belong. So he's not exactly happy about it, I get it, but there's not really another choice available. 2 books to make into fuel. We need to raise the temperature in here, and we need to cook. Jesse, time to cook. This is why ultimately I made the sofa instead of the armchair instead of the bed, because I knew we weren't going to need it. With Ruben leaving, we had to save the children, so that's really the only thing that could have been done. Can we cut some things up? Yeah, 3. Hungry, tired, but content. Let's get you up for some snackage. It's 1 degree. Let's get that into the... Yeah, that's something. So that should increase the temperature and we should be better. He's not exactly happy about her decision, I get that, but... Let's do 2 of those. I'm too cold. Don't worry about it. I got the heat turning up. It's gonna be hot soon. Yep, 5 degrees, 6 degrees, 7 degrees, 8 degrees, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't worry, you're not cold anymore. It just takes a minute to circulate through the building. Yeah, now you're happy. What I could do with is another trap, really. I'll do for now. Let's sit you down for smoking. Yep. Now you can have a smoke. So by all means, help yourself. So now, that's good sleep for you. Yes. Now really we can think about it's gonna use a lot. Radio would be good, but yeah, let's put that there. That's gonna secure our food supply going forward. That's gonna be really instrumental on securing our food supply. This size of the building is chilly. But the other thing about this now is that we will have 2 food from each, and we can use 1 piece of food to lure prey in. So we end up with 4 food if we use the tomato, and we've still got 4 tomatoes. So that's gonna last for a little while, and that should last the end of this campaign, and that will supply us all the food we need in-house, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, did we cross the line? If I cross the line... I think we didn't cross the line. I know that's like heritage, and that's really important to him. We need wood and we need, yeah, usual stuff. And I know that's really important to him and everything, but I just don't think that's too bad. Right, we need to guard and scavenge. Don't need anything. There's 2 axes there, that's gonna be fine. So let's grab what we can out of this. This was the wooden chair that he was sitting on, which he is not anymore. So we don't actually talk to them. Good to know. Wish I'd known that earlier, but there's still stuff in here, so that's not the end of the world. Pills. Wood. Don't really need lockpick just yet. Maybe we do. This is all the plastic. Yeah, alright, we don't need the lockpick. Let's take the plastic instead. I'm happy with that. Let's just go. I'm happy with that. We got what we need. That's what we came for, that's what we got. We can't talk to him about like the evacuation, which I thought we'd be able to, but we got plastic, we got wood, that's what we wanted, so we got that. Yeah. All quiet on the Western Front. You're gonna sleep. You're gonna do stuff until it's time for bed. Yeah, I can't believe Ruben left either, but I understand why he did. Let's cook all our food. It's 4 to be cooked. and then you're gonna sleep for a bit, essentially. We need to find out what's happened to Melina. We need to evacuate. We need a place to go with the heritage that we've got. So we're gonna need to find Melina. We're going to need to talk to the guy about the shady documents and give him the bribe. And yeah, someone's at the door. Yeah. Who are you? Please hear me out. She got caught. Soldiers caught me. I was trying to steal cargo papers that allow us to evacuate the collection. Now the doors are closed forever. Sweet girl is helping me, bring me food to my cell. She even takes the letter to you. Please don't lose hope. You need to secure what's left and find a way to evacuate. Our mission lies solely in your hands. It's down to us. We're saying, can't believe Ruben left, but we gotta evacuate somehow. Let's get some food. We need to do something about it. We will. We will try and stage an evacuation. So he wants her to go. He can't because he's weak. He is kind of weak and he can't really sneak around. It's not really worth it trying to let him go. He needs to still sleep, and then we need to top up the boiler again. Because we got wood to burn. In fact, let's do that. Let's not let anyone get sick. Let's just top up the wood in there. So Ange's gonna go in with a daring rescue mission, and we're gonna try and get her out. And in the meantime, the warehouse is a good place for a lot of different things, but it's usually heavily guarded. The last time I tried this, I got caught trying to get out of there. Whether that stuffed up the campaign, I don't know, because Melina never came back to us. She was never there. And I wondered if by myself getting caught, that had stuffed up the scenario. So we're gonna try it and not get caught. So yeah, the warehouse. Extremely dangerous. Let's just take a lockpick. As a cook. Gotta slow it right down. Alright. Here we go. Someone's there in the hallway. Just hope they don't see me. They'll either go up the ladder or down the stairs. If they go into the kitchen, they'll go right past me, but as long as I don't move, I'll be alright. Right, there's one door. What are you gonna do? There's the other door. You're reading a book with a gun in your hand. I'm starting to see why these boys are under threat of rebels. Not the most disciplined of lots. Gonna miss the library. Yeah, well, you burnt it down, I'm sure. Just let you move. Saw blade. Nearly brought the saw. But then it would have been obvious that someone was here. Let's go up. Someone's at the top of the stairs. Yeah. Sneaked to a saw blade, but things went downhill from there. Reach the fence on the east side. At least there's still hope. Yeah. Okay. Even if my friends at the museum can secure the items and prepare them for evacuation, we still won't have any way to keep them safe. Can't trust the Colonel. Okay. He wants to make a fortune, which I kind of gathered. Once I get out, but first thing, I'm starting to feel helpless and that my mission will fail. They're searching her bag and guarding while they're searching. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, I gotta go up, I think. We don't have the body. The Colonel will be furious because he's... She won't get far with a gunshot wound. Yeah. Okay. So now we've got to not get caught while coming out of here. everything we need, really. Yeah. Good stuff. We didn't get caught. We overheard conversations and we made a leg for it at the end. But no one heard us and no one saw us. And she escaped. With a gunshot wound, but she escaped. So, there's hope. Slightly wounded. Thankfully, we are all armed. Hardened robbers. Yeah, he was on guard, so that was fine. Oh, look at our stuff! So, we got 4 food here. You're slightly wounded. You can throw in a tomato. Another tomato. Deeply worried. She could be... And we've got to find a way to secure the collection. So, yeah, there's stuff going on. So now, we need to secure the collection. Right, so you're slightly wounded. We've got bandages there. And you can have some food. You can go to bed. And we don't know where she is. She could be anywhere. She ran east. Maybe we should look somewhere east. But I don't know. I mean, somewhere east on the map from the warehouse. And someone's at the door. Of course they are. Well, one is sleeping and the other one, let's see. You again. So what's it gonna be? We really don't have much of a choice, and this is where I feel like the story really puts you in a pin, because we're taking a big risk by bringing it to him, but everyone says, oh, I heard some shady things about him, and it does sound like very much he's going to track down these people and either persuade them or kill them. Probably kill them, so... You know where to find me. I can help you with the collection, but I need something first. The papers, they're worthless to you. The old lawsuit. A few papers and unpleasant things about my past. Change their minds. See, so he is pinning us in a corner. We really don't have much choice. Alright. Let's go veg. Water, filter, another lockpick, some food and some medicine. I'll give you some tablets, cigarettes of good quality, cigarettes of poor quality, X. Okay, that seems very good. Medicine. We'll buy you back the cigarettes because I didn't realize we had broken guns. Do you know what? We've got what we want. He wants to get his hands on some documents, and in return, he'll have a place at the bank vaults to secure the collection. We don't really have any other options other than the Colonel, and we already know we can't trust him. So, we're in trouble. Yeah, and they play him down. They keep playing him down, and they keep saying, like, yeah, he's a bad guy. He is a bad guy. We shouldn't trust him, but we really don't have a choice. So now we're stuck between the Colonel and Taurus. I just don't have a good solution to this problem, and I do think the Colonel is just looking to make money. He'll take the painting off us, secure us passage. We get to the line, and I think he's just going to shoot us all and take the van with the entire collection for himself. I think he'd make himself very rich very quickly with all the items rather than just the one. And art in a time of war, I mean, yeah, that's kind of... Let's cook some stuff. And I'm gonna have one of these meals for myself. Slightly wounded. Quite a feast. Let's have another meal and just chow down. I like to think that's porridge. I like porridge. So if you hear me say, "Oh, I think it's cereal," or "I think it's breakfast," it's me thinking porridge, because that's why it's got like the smoke above it, and that would be very filling, and that would keep them fed for a little while. I don't know, porridge. It's just like my go-to breakfast item, and I usually have it with some nice honey on it as well. I can't help, every time I pour my honey on, I can't help thinking God of War, like porridge and honey. Olives. What's an olive? Yeah, we got no choice. So we got to go back to the construction site. Ooh, power went out a bit there here, so I'm gonna call it here. And yeah, let's go to the night, sort out the night. You see, the only place east of the warehouse is either the army base or the petrol station, maybe the abandoned house. And I don't think she would have been there, you know? Won't steal an item, so it has to be her. Steal it. And we need lockpicks. There's really nothing left here. Oh. Except apparently someone up there. Where did I put it? That's more food for the rats. That's everything from downstairs. Let's get up again. Someone else is here. Oh my goodness. Who is this man? Yeah. Testify against you, so... Oh no. Oh wow. And if I don't give them to you, will slaughter me as well. I'm not a murderer. These men ruined my whole life with their loose tongues, so they blabbed to the cops. So now I'm gonna track them all down with or without you, so this would still happen, but we're making it a whole lot easier for him to find and kill these people. Some of these fools testified against me in a major property takeover case from the 70s. Their testimonies overshadowed the last decade of my life and career. I need those cases files to erase any traces of these cases. You know, like, war is a good opportunity for this guy to disappear, make himself a new person. But rather than doing that, he's saying, oh no, I'm gonna want to be the same person I was before and just get rid of these people instead. Might not agree with what I'm doing, but at least your mission will succeed. Yeah, we got no choice. The fence. Trophy awarded. I'm glad you made up your mind. Maybe you won't trust me or question what I'm doing here. Maybe you don't yeah, but I keep my promises and I'll help you keep your collection. And how is this gonna work? We're gonna put your collection in an underground vault. I have access to the bank. Meet me in the back alley there. Can't go there now. Do you think she's coming back? I don't know, but we're gonna wait as long as possible. It's your call. When you're ready, you know where to find me. Ah, this explains the last day. So the last day for me was basically, they said, this is your last day, this is your last chance. Whatever you do, do it now. And I was like, well, in the night, I guess I'm gonna have to go to him. But he's just saying like, oh, you know, this is your last chance and we're going to wait as long as possible. So the next day, yeah, that needs to be resolved next time. I think next time for the final playthrough, probably the last trophy would be to go to the Colonel and be betrayed. I think that would be it. Yeah, we can go down into that room now. But yeah, let's open up this and see what we got. Not much of anything except plastic and screws, and wasn't really worth it. Let's get out of here. So now we have a way of securing the collection, and we just need to wait for her to come back. Yeah. I'm not convinced either. It's our only shot, I think. It's our best and last chance. Yeah, that's all. That's the only downside to this, is that we had to give him those files. It's just not that great for us overall, but we're left with small decisions. Small decision here, a small decision there. and no real choice in the matter ourselves, so it's gonna have to be. Yeah, he's not happy that so many items have gone missing, and I don't blame him, but on the other hand, there's nothing really much else we could have done at this point. I just feel like we're certainly better stocked than we were last time, but I just feel like the idea of, like, I don't know, I'm very conflicted. I'm gonna say that much. I am very conflicted. At this point, there are no good ways out, and I can tell that the Colonel would just betray us. Oh my gosh, who's at the door? Who's now at the door? I just feel like there's nothing else to be done. There's nothing else that can happen. Alright, what have we got? Oh, let's talk about... something big tonight. The trucks are going in. They're gonna bomb us again, probably. I hear the soldiers bragging about them. One said they're gonna set the sky on fire tonight. It's not safe here. You should consider leaving as soon as possible. We can't leave now. Not without Melina. Thank you. So that's it. So this was the challenge I was faced with last time. Instead, the army is planning something big. We can't wait. We have to prepare as soon as possible and leave. We have to leave now. Yes, we have to. We have to leave now. It's time to leave. We got no choice. We have to go. It's too dangerous. We can't wait any longer. We have to leave. So take the documents from her office. And this was what I was faced with last time, and I didn't have a way out. The game basically said you had your chance. They bombed the entire building and we were left with nothing. We evacuated, we ran to safety. There were still 3 of us back then because I hadn't handed in any of the stuff to get the kids out. The orphans were still in the shelter. So we just basically failed. They bombed the entire collection. Everything was lost and destroyed. The only thing that survived was Anja's necklace, which she managed to grab before the bombs hit, which she then passed on to her daughter, saying, my grandmother gave this to my mother, she gave it to me, and now I'm giving it to you. And that was basically it. That was the only thing that was saved out of the collection. So now we evacuate. Can we evacuate? Yeah. Yeah, we must get to the truck. Alright. The stairs are blocked. I never dealt with this before. Down we go. Can't go that way? Okay. Can we go down the stairs? The whole building's just disintegrating. Oh, I see. Ah, everything's on fire. We just ran straight out the main entrance the last time this went off, so I've not had to do this before. Oh, we're at the truck. Yes, I'm safe. Let's get out of here. Let's evacuate. Open the doors and let's go. Oh, wow. She's there. Well, I thought we had to go find her. The janitor, trophy earned. Okay. Alright, we've got some talk. Oh, the whole thing's on fire. Yeah, she's bleeding out. She's dying. It doesn't matter. Didn't fail, we still got the collection with us, and we've got somewhere to go. Yeah, we found a way. Yeah. Yes, he has done some terrible things. But we ran out of ways, and waiting around just wouldn't work. And the Colonel is looking for us, yeah. Yeah, he's obsessed with the painting. So, what's she gonna do? I mean... Alright, they're gonna split... Well, I suppose they're gonna be looking for the truck. Yeah. Okay. So I guess that was the Colonel's way out. Yeah, and he's got people waiting. Yeah, and he's got a tank there and 2 armed guards. Yes, he's waiting to seize the collection. Smooth the stuff. A deal's a deal. He kept his word. It seems like he kept his word. Yep, it's all going in there. But God, you can't. There's some horrible things. Yeah, and then the orphans. Should get back to the city, so she's... Oh wow. They won't be looking for you. And we're gonna escape underground. Through the tunnels. Oh, he's searching it. Yeah, it's empty. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of figured. But at what cost? It's always... I'm glad we saved the children. I am glad we got out of there and that most of us survived. We saved the collection, but I just, yeah. And then we cut back to where we left. It's interesting, we came to her for help and in the end she helped us. So that's most of the artwork made it through the end of the war. We gave some stuff away, we had to. And here are the decisions, the choices. Melina. Giving away the woods. Taito made it. And then we gave him food so that he would suffering. I brought him some food to help him recover. Then we tracked through the city trying to get away from the house to the museum. Freezing kids. Gave them wood to keep them warm. We did a lot here, but and then we gave them the books. Felt good about it all day. Art for life. Demands of the manuscript. And then we gave them the manuscript. Ruben took other people's supplies. Yeah, because we stole the engine parts. Just needed a safe place to go. I chose life. Yeah, I gave the manuscript in return for safe passage. Melina was captured, but we learnt of her escape. Already managed to escape. We were on our way, but we just didn't have any weapons. Paid in blood. Yeah, definitely paid in blood. The museum was bombed to rubble. We couldn't save everything. We did it. Died laughing in his face. Yeah, there's nothing he could do. To save the collection, Anja had to make many hard choices, but didn't let the pearl of the museum's collection go. After the war, the painting returned to the rebuilt museum. It became a memorial reminder of, yeah, it was so hard. All of this was so hard to do. Yeah, and that disappeared. It probably never surfaced again. They probably are still trying to track it down, but yeah, they're gonna try and track it down no matter what, but I doubt they will. But then we've learned to the fate that for the people he sought, and we handed it over anyway. He got away with it. Yeah, help the kids cope with their worst memories. But years later, she read the fascinating stories to her own children. But in return, that meant that that lady couldn't escape the city. Yeah, we stole it. And it remains in her possession. So this was the only thing I got last time. Yeah, this was the only thing I got from this last time. That the necklace survived. Yeah, it still had access. Some of them were missing. So he went back and took some stuff. Alright. Last time, Anja's story has not changed. Zoran, he committed suicide, unable to come to terms with Melina's death and the destruction in the artwork. He committed suicide in the ruins of the museum years later. So a bit of a better ending for him there. I don't know about the missing artwork, whether they're saying, oh, he dipped into that, he knew the address, or if they're referring to some of the stuff that Anja gave away and saying, oh, you know, it's missing, maybe he took it or maybe she did. I don't know. I'm not talking about like she took it after the fact, but I'm talking about the things that she stole to give to like other people to help them, like the orphanage children got the book. Yeah. Alright, no, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, alright, can I pressing every button, but it's just not happening. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna end it there, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. What would you do? What choices would you make? What do you think, faced with all of that, what choices and what decisions would you do? And how would you feel about that afterwards? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.